What's up, golf news? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at T&D Golf off Waters Avenue in beautiful Tampa, Florida. But today we're not here to show you deals. That's right. Today we are here to help the beginner golfers understand everything they need to know about golf clubs. Okay, we're going to do kind of a broad once over, a broad stroke, if you like. Gotten a lot of emails, a lot of comments lately, and people are seeing the stuff I'm finding in stores, and they're like, "Oh, I need this or I need that." And they're getting a little too carried away with some of the specifics. Do I need hollow body? Do I need forge? Do I need this? Do I need that? Guys, golf equipment can be an absolute rabbit hole. You can fall into this wormhole and you can do 5 billion combinations that are just going to drive you up a tree and force you to spend a lot of money that you don't need to. So today we're going to break down some general basics to help you guys make better club decisions. Okay, today's video we're mostly going to be focusing in on the irons because that seems to be the area where I'm getting the most questions. All right. So today, for the purpose of this video, we're going to look at one particular brand. Okay, now these are Pings, and guys, you don't have to buy Ping, you don't have to play Ping. This is for illustration purposes only. Okay, we're going to go with Ping as a manufacturer and show you kind of what you need to know as a beginner golfer about golf clubs. All right. So we're going to start with one of my favorite analogies from Ben himself. All right, when you're a beginner golfer, you don't want the Corvette. You need to start with something like a four-wheel drive SUV. All right, and a perfect example of that from Ping is this Super Game Improvement Club, the G440. Okay, hollow body construction, fairly wide sole, nice long blade, thick top line, really instills a lot of confidence for the beginner golfer. All right, a club like this is going to help you launch the ball in the air sooner and help you get the ball airborne easier. You're also going to get a lot more forgiveness out of a club like this when you hit it on the toe or the heel versus something like the Corvette model, which we're going to get into here in a minute. Okay, but this is kind of the Super Game Improvement Club, max forgiveness, max sole width, easiest club to get in the air and keep the ball on target. Now, as you advance a little bit, or maybe the looks don't quite appeal to you of the Super Game Improvement model, maybe you want to move into a Game Improvement model. Okay, something that still has some good forgiveness, but maybe slightly better aesthetics, maybe something you can kind of grow into a little more. So I think we find that in Ping's G730s. Still a nice wide sole, still a nice long blade length. Okay, still a pretty thick top line, help instill some confidence. Okay, still going to get plenty of launch and distance and forgiveness out of this model. All right, so now you want to move into, say, like you're not ready for the Corvette yet, but maybe you're ready for the Honda Accord. Fully maxed out Honda Accord, nice rims, nice tires. Okay, something like a player's distance iron. Okay, these Ping blueprints. Okay, you'll notice much narrower sole, much shorter, more compact blade length. And then the top line looks more like a butter knife. Okay. Now that clean look is going to instill confidence in a lot of golfers. Mainly your better players, your lower handicap golfers. But that's not to say some of my higher handicap players won't appreciate a club that looks like this. I myself play the Titleist T200s, which are just a little bit larger profile than these here. And as you guys have seen in the video, I am no scratch golfer. But then you get into the Corvette and you're talking absolute blades. Okay, there's no cavity back here. The sole is super narrow. The headline is, or the top line rather, is super thin, even more blade-like, almost like a samurai sword. And then look at how small and compact this blade is. That is a really small head with very little room for misses. But guys, like I said, I really want you guys to kind of focus up on being a little less finer details, a little more meat and potatoes, okay? If you're a brand new golfer and you like the look of these larger heads, I definitely suggest getting something in the game improvement category. All right, player's distance iron. Maybe you're an 18, 20 handicap. You're getting a little better, trying to shape the ball a little more. Or maybe you want you're like me and you want a little better turf interaction. Okay, something with a little narrower sole, you know, kind of like this. Whoa, timber. You break it, you buy it, right, Ben?
Yes, sir.
Live to fight another day. But something like this, you know, get a little better turf interaction, a little more versatility, and a little more precision and control. So guys, to keep it short and sweet, it doesn't really matter if it's forged, if it's cast, okay? It doesn't matter if it's hollow body construction or a cavity back. The important thing is finding the right type of golf club for you and your game. And a lot of that is knowing your own ability, okay? If you're a beginner, a higher handicap player, generally speaking, you're going to want a larger club head, a wider sole, and that's going to give you better launch and more forgiveness. If you're an improving player or you don't necessarily like the look of the game improvement clubs, then you probably want to look at something like a Player's distance iron that has hollow body construction and a little added forgiveness, okay? Getting into muscle backs and blades, things of that nature, I really don't recommend for anybody unless you're a 10 handicap or less. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I hope that clears up some of the confusion around golf equipment. Like I said, I know it's a black hole. It's easy to get sucked into. It can all be so overwhelming. And that's why I started the channel, to hopefully help you guys navigate this minefield without spending more money than you have to, and trying to get it right the first time instead of buying 10 different sets trying to get it right. All right. Well, guys, I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, Golf Noob